Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. Mama Eileen Ogolla and your family, our religious leaders, colleagues, leaders present, VCDF and the military fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. On Thursday, April 18, 2024, General Francis Ogolla, the Chief of the Defense Forces, along with 11 others, including the crew, departed Nairobi County to visit troops operating under Operation Maliza Uhalifu and to inspect ongoing rehabilitation of schools program in the North Rift. By midday, the CDF and his entourage had traversed Baringo County, Turkana County, Elgeyo Marakwet County, destined for Uasin Gishu County, where he was to visit the recruit training school, where I had agreed with him on certain benchmarks that needed to be adjusted. Unfortunately, this was not to be, as the helicopter crashed at Sindar Area Carbon Location, 3rd Division in Elgeyo Marakwet County, claiming the lives of General Ogolla, Brigadier Swale Saidi, Colonel Duncan Keitany, Lieutenant Colonel David Sawe, Major George Benson Magondu, Captain Sora Mohammed, Captain Hilary Litali, Senior Sergeant John Kenywa Mureithi, Sergeant Cliffons Omondi, and Sergeant Rose Nyawera. Indeed, it was a sad and tragic moment for us as a nation and for the KDF fraternity in particular. In hospital as we speak, our Lieutenant Colonel Kasaine Ole Koruta and Corporal Frankfurt Karanja, who I ask all of us to pray for them, for their recovery. They are in fair condition, and we wish them well. Over the course of my life in the public service, I have had the privilege to meet, interact, and work with many outstanding men and women whose achievements and visions represent the best of what Kenya has to offer. General Ogolla was in a very special class. Yesterday, as I thought of this function and what I was going to say, the truth came to my mind to speak truthfully about the man that lies in the casket in front of us. Because General Ogolla represents the best of what Kenya has to offer. We are meeting here for this farewell service for the first ever in the history of Kenya of a serving Chief of Defense Forces in office who has passed on. And we are here to say bye-bye to a consummate military officer, a passionate, accomplished military commander, and a patriotic citizen of Kenya with great humility. Lessons on humility characterized the life of General Ogolla. Even in his death, he is giving us lessons and lectures on humility. This very function is the epitome of humility. And when it came time for me as Commander-in-Chief to make a decision on the next CDF, it wasn't an easy decision as it should. It's always a decision of many balances. But let me say this about General Ogolla. All the recommendations that I got on the next CDF and all the advice that I got about the next CDF did not include the name of General Ogolla, unfortunately. But he was a military officer with a distinguished career. There was only one problem: the events of the 15th of August at the Bomas of Kenya. And so, I asked General Ogolla for a meeting. And I had a one-on-one, man-to-man, come to Jesus meeting with General Ogolla. And when we concluded that meeting, General Ogolla told me the following: Mr. President, I have no defense. I will not try to defend myself. It was wrong what happened. And you have three choices: either send me to court-martial, or have me retire, or forgive me. That evening, I went home after that meeting, and I reflected on what General Ogolla had told me. And in that reflection, I thought of my own story and my own episode at the ICC in The Hague, where circumstances had conspired, and I was there. Secondly, I also reflected on the brief that I had been given when I came into office as president. And I had been told there are 4 sensitive positions: that of the IG of the police, that of Interior, that of the Director General of NIS, and that of the CDM. And I had been told, you need to be careful who you appoint into these offices, because they mean a lot and they are very sensitive. And I had even been told that, please, don't be shy to appoint members of your community. You will be safe. I had made a conscious, deliberate decision that we were going to take a different trajectory as a country, where merit, professionalism, and competence must come before ethnicity. And I made up my mind that General Ogolla deserved to be the Chief of Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya. It is an appointment that I am very, very proud that I made. I am proud to bear the witness that General Francis Ogolla stood head and shoulders among the finest of exemplary public servants. It has been an extraordinary privilege to work closely with him, to benefit from his wisdom, experience, and insights, and to witness him in action